Hi everyone, we are live here at In-Game UK and we are broadcasting playtest broadcast again this evening. I'll just turn the music down ever so slightly. Yeah, we're going to be doing a special playtest broadcast this evening, joined by two of the designers of Aldeck, and we're going to be playing a multiple different games using this one card deck on Tabletop Simulator. But before I spoil the introduction by ravelling on, we are going to switch over and meet who we're going to be playing the games with this evening. So, hey everyone, you're all live on stream now.
Hey.
Hey.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. It's all working.
Let the rabble be unleashed.
Yeah, we're unleashed now. We're out in the wild of the internet. Wherever you're watching this, you can't stop us. Wherever you're watching it this evening, you might have a few technical issues with Twitch. We're aware of the problem. We will try and fix it. If you are trying to view it on Twitch, please go ahead over to YouTube and check us out. We don't have a problem over there. Or DLive if Twitch is causing any sort of errors. But without that, technical issues aside, who do we have here this evening? So, let's start with you, Bez. Who are you?
So, I am Bez. I'm probably best known for Yogi. Here's a Japanese version that I had lying around. But, yeah, I just love games.
Okay.
I love games. I've loved games. My first ever memory is of a Spectrum loading screen. If you remember that noise, I would make the noise, but it might hurt everyone's ear, so I'm not going to subject everyone to that. But yeah, just the potential that you have in games and the way that you change one wee rule and then everything's different. Like
Fantastic.
one wee rule and then it has this emergent ramifications and just the way it affects everything that everyone wants to do, and it can, but also the way it can bring people together and
Yeah.
the magic circle around the table. It's just a wonderful thing. I love board games.
That's excellent.
I love dancing and talking, and that's enough of me. I stream everything.
Okay, that is amazing. Thank you so much. But what's your role in the games that we're going to be playing this evening?
Tonight. So basically, I made the L deck. The L deck is a collection of 48 cards. Each card has 2 letters and a border and a number on it. And with this one deck, you can play lots of different games.
Okay.
Now, in the future, for marketing reasons, I'm going to focus on one deck, one game at a time. It's not going to be like this one where you've got like, hey, here's 6 different games. It's going to be more like, here's one game in the box, but you'll always be able to go to the website to get all the other games for free. It's like free downloadable content. And I run a contest every year, finishing on 1st of August. There's a contest to make a game for the L deck. There's
That's
a
really
£100
cool.
cash prize for the person who does the best job.
Okay.
And you also get some bonus possible mentorship and a bunch of free games and stuff. And there were 2 games that were like, these games are amazing. How can I choose between them? And it was so difficult this year. One of the games was from Alex, which was Invisible. The other was a collaboration between Alex and Sate, who sadly can't be here, called Bidabel. And these 2 games, it's been really difficult testing the past 6 months, as you can imagine.
Okay.
So I really appreciate this opportunity.
That's absolutely fine. And let's get into it. I'm really excited. You're a cannon of excitement this evening, Bez. So let's Alex. So you're the designer behind this game, one of the games that we're going to be playing this evening. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I designed both of the games. So the first one we're playing is a bidding game, which I'm the co-designer of.
Okay.
With Kate. And then the next one is kind of a hidden movement guessing game with words. And that design. I mean, no design is truly ever your own thing. I've had lots of help with both. I luckily won the competition this year.
That's really cool.
Which was really cool. So I'm kind of semi-amateur designer from near Brighton.
Cool.
And, I've worked a lot in solo print and plays. I think I might have played one of Nick's games before in a relatively play version.
Quite possibly.
About submarines, something like
Cool.
that. And yeah, just trying to do as much as I can. I've been designing a lot more recently since starting co-design.
Brilliant. No, that's really nice. It's nice that you've got that collaborative spirit to work with other people that are passionate to design games. And just to pick up on what Bez said, yeah, games do bring people together, whether it's the design of games or actually the playing of games. And that's what I think is really excellent about it. And that's why we're here as well. But we won't talk about our little story. Chris, who are you?
Hello, I'm Chris. Chris Manley. I'm the co-organiser of this stream and the organiser of the Plymouth Playtest Group, which under normal circumstances would meet up alongside Monday Night Gaming here in Plymouth at the Marina Bar.
And finally, Nick.
Hello everyone, I'm Nick Shaw. I'm a game designer and developer, and I, in normal times, I co-run the Plymouth Board Game Meetup Group.
And that's our story in a nutshell. So that's what's brought us together, and it's brought us here today. And it's through the playing of games through those networks and the playtesting of games on a Monday night at the Marina Bar that's really forged friendships and brought us all together, really. So we could have a really long chat, honestly, all night, and it would be lovely. But let's play some games. Who's up for playing some games? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to switch into Tabletop Simulator now. We've just got a comment on screen. So, it's you, Bez, who's commented. It looks like it's not working here. Go to YouTube instead. I'm doing a playtest of Invisible and Biblical with Alex Cannon and 3 other people. Yes, we are. There we go. That's your comments. Anyway, you're all on screen. We're in Tabletop Simulator. You'll see that some of the cards are laid out, and it's over to you guys now. So if you'd like to talk us through what we're doing and how we're going to play this evening, that would be great.
Andrew, I think you've got yourself twice on the screen, and you need to get Alexander.
I have, yeah. Sorry. There we go. Always forget something. Thanks for interrupting me.
This is the way that live streams go.
Yes, it is. Yeah, it's being able to bounce back quickly from your errors and mistakes. That's what I'm starting to learn. At least you're off mute this evening. That's always the main one. Yeah. Right. Anyway, over to you guys. What are we doing?
Okay, so this is it's called Bid-a-Bell. We're actually bidding for the choice each round. So the overall aim of the game is to collect the best suit of the card. So we're going to be playing with 5 different suits, and that's marked by the border of each card. So you're going to be dealt out a hand of cards, and each round you put one in front of you face down. So depending on what your card is, the letter of it, you get to decide to take something from the middle. So we're looking at the bottom card of the pair. So for example,
so the bottom letter of the pair.
The bottom letter on the card. So this one here would go first.
Okay.
Alphabet right. Then this person's card will get to choose second, and this one will choose last. And what you do is you select the card from the center to take into your scoring pile, and then the card that you used to bid with goes into the center, and that's what you are bidding on the next round.
Okay.
We're going to continue this until we get to 3 cards left in your hand. Those cards are the suits that you will be scoring at the end of the game. So you've got to kind of manage that, see how many cards you're getting of each suit, and hopefully hold on to the ones that you're getting lots of. That's pretty much the game. So what I'll do now is I will show them all up.
Alex, I just want to raise this. Your audio does keep dipping out ever so slightly, so if we do ask you to repeat things, we're not being rude. That's the reason.
Yeah.
All right.
Please be rude.
No worries. I have tweaked your audio up a little bit, so hopefully people at home can still hear you.
See if I can go a bit closer.
So just to reiterate, there's sorts of 4 places that a card can be. You can have a card that you've just used to make a bid. You can have the markets in the middle, which is the bid determines the selection order for the market, and then from the markets goes into your collection. And in the 4th place is, of course, the stuff in your hand, and with everything in your hand, it's a combination of using the good cards, by which I mean the B, C, D, and F, when you want to definitely get a particular card, and using the later cards when you don't, but always managing the 3 cards that you're going to be left with at the end.
Okay.
Because if you've got 3 straight lines, let's say, that would mean that every straight line in your collection at the end is worth 3 points. Whereas if you've got 1 straight line, 1 squiggle, and 1 bubble at the end, that would mean that each of those scores 1 point each. But yeah.
Okay.
Hope that makes sense.
Yeah, let's jump in and give it a go, and then we'll learn from our mistakes.
3 parts. If you just want to grab one of those parts and put it into your hand, I think by pressing 9, we do need up card. We do need that one. Sorry, that's 1 single card in the middle.
Oh, sorry.
That's right.
Oh,
So there will always be a choice at the end for the first one, and then that's the leftover card from the shuffle.
You long press, Chris. It should pick the whole deck up.
Yeah.
I can never get a handle on that. Always do that.
You can easily get cards into your hand if you press a number. It'll draw that many into your hand.
Okay.
Okay.
We do mix a lot from different systems, so yeah, we sometimes get confused on controls.
Remembering the controls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just ever so quickly, if anyone is watching at home, text and chat is enabled, so we will do our best to acknowledge you on the stream. But yeah, it is coming through, so we can chat with you. Right, we're ready to go.
So there's a slight preliminary round, and that is you first have to seed the bid. So you'll actually be throwing away 1 card that you can't bid with, but you're going to be bidding on it for the first round. So if you what we tend to suggest now is that you order your cards in alphabetical order, from and then pick a card to put into the middle, and that's the start of the game.
Sorry, I know there's probably
Yeah,
a
this
quicker way
is
of
the way
doing
it
this.
is always with Tabletop Simulator, Tabletopia, always trying to work out the different systems every night.
Yeah.
I know Gilhova wrote something like it's like playing a game with big mittens on or something like that.
Yes.
And
It certainly is.
It certainly makes it a little bit more interesting, doesn't it? We're getting like semi-pro though, I'll be honest. It's a game in itself. Well, yeah, okay.
Right.
Right, alphabetical order. That's the first challenge.
when I see the first challenge is to flip your cards face up.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
I've succeeded on that one.
Ooh.
If anyone's watching at home, don't judge
So
me if I get my alphabet
alphabetical order based on the bottom letter, remember?
wrong. Bottom letter. Okay. Right. So
There's less variety on the top letters. There's only 8
Okay.
differences that make up the top
Right.
one. So we decided for ease of kind of tie breaking, the bottom letter is but you still do get ties occasionally. But if there is a tie, you defer to the top letter, because I think they're always different.
Yeah, that's good.
I believe that IB is the best card in the game, and then there's something like 4 Bs, I want to say, so there'll be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
goes there.
For anyone who's wondering, the number at the bottom is the frequency of the lower letter. So the one beside the IQ, for example, means that there's only one Q in the deck. And
okay.
by an H, for example, there will be a number 5 because there's 5 H's.
Okay.
Got you. All right. So
I'm
we
ready.
now pick a card that we want to throw away.
You're kind of throwing it away, but you might also want to take it. That's
Got you.
that's the puzzle.
So remember, the only way to get something into your collection is to get it into the market first and then win it yourself. You can't just pop it straight into your collection.
Yeah, so if you just line them up in the middle, so that they're easy for everybody to see. I don't know. Sometimes it's easier to get your camera around the other way, but that's the start. So,
and with this bit, technically, I mean, I know everyone is playing for the first time, but that could have been done face down so that it doesn't matter what the turn order is. And now everyone places a card to bid with, and that's going to go face down and then simultaneous reveal.
And what will win the bids?
The earlier letter in the alphabet. So
Right, okay.
so
B would come first, then Z would, well, Z has already been popped down.
Got you. All right.
But everybody will be collecting a card every round.
Yeah, I see. People watching at home, you just knew what I did. That was expert pro play. I'm going to be winning this bid.
Okay.
Okay, I'm ready.
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 Let's go.
Oh, somebody played them the best card in the game on the first round. That's big. So IB gets the first pick of the
Yeah.
cards. So pick one of those cards and pop it. It doesn't go into your hand. It
Oh,
goes
right.
onto the table in front of you.
Okay.
And now that it's in your collection, the only thing that matters is the suit.
Yeah, there's
Okay.
squiggle around the edge. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And they're left face up, are they?
Exactly.
That's exactly what I was
decent.
going for.
G is next,
Okay, I'll take that one.
and W
Not with my hand.
next.
Ooh, let's go for that one.
Okay, that is the round. So well done. We've done a round.
Okay.
Yay.
Let's do another one.
Congratulations! You are
So
able to
as-
play games. You passed the test.
As a reminder, we're going to stop when you get to 3 cards left in your hand.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
And what if you don't want any of them?
Bid your lowest card.
Yeah,
You're gonna have-
you
dump
have
a card
to-
with issues.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
Or bid with the card you want to take next round. Isn't
Yeah, that makes sense. God, Nick, you're like,
it? The strategy.
yeah.
So don't do it now. Don't do it now because now we'll know that you want it.
Damn it. Yeah, good point. All right, I know
That was
what I'm
my
playing
plan.
now.
I think in the rules it says that table talk is encouraged.
Cool.
So if you know that somebody's going for something,
I've
Religion
already
is
given the
not
game
something
away
that's
if anyone's listening, so, I've already slipped up once.
Okay, shall we reveal?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. I will. No. Yeah, not there. There we are. Okay.
Hey, so I'll nab that one.
Cool.
The bowls.
Not really that bothered. Take that one. It's got 3 on it.
nobody wants New Zealand. I mean NZ.
Sad times.
So, Alex, remind us of the scoring at the end of the game.
Yeah. So you'll have 3 cards left in your hand at the end of the game.
Yep.
For every card that you've collected, you'll score 1 point for each of those cards that you have in your hand. So, for example, if you had 3 of these strikes, each one of those would score you 3 points, and that's your entire score. So you can spread it. You can have 1 of each. You can have 2 of one or 1 of the other. You can have 3 of the same. But it's just a simple kind of multiplication. However many you have in your hand times how many you have in.
We just got a comment from Lord Deveridge. Just a flamey symbol. So maybe someone is ripping up, is burning through the decks, doing something good. Don't know who that's referring to though. It's definitely probably not me. Okay, so are we ready? Going for the next one, I assume.
Yes. Let me have a think. Okay.
Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry.
right.
I didn't see that.
I didn't see it at all.
No.
Okay, let's reveal again.
We have a tie.
Okay.
Oh,
What happens here?
N goes before R. Is the tie?
the top tiebreaker.
Okay.
Okay.
What
What are you taking, Jinners? You better not take the one I want.
sadly, Twitch isn't working properly. Yes, we know. We are so sorry. Do check it out on YouTube. We're also on D Live as well. We're not sure what's going on. We need
That's
to look
just
into
me
that.
reminding people.
Oh, right, it is indeed. Yeah, sorry. Didn't catch the name there. Right, I'm going to take New Zealand, just because they feel a little bit left out.
I will grab.
Thanks, Bez, for doing that. Like, I need to start reading names. All right.
I'll go for that one.
So, Jinners, it says quite. I would advise maybe keeping each one of us sort of splayed out. I think the way that.
I wanted to keep it hidden. I know exactly what I'm going for.
Is that in the rules? Is that in the rules yet?
You stuck it however you
I
want.
think I put it that it's public information.
Ah, right, okay. So I'm not allowed to do that. All right.
I mean, I feel like it should be public information. The idea being that you can sort of see, okay, that person's going for that later on, and okay, maybe I want to take that away from them.
Yeah, so you sort of get a bit of a like a blocking kind of thing going on.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah, reveal. Oh yeah,
Get on.
I'm having
Well done.
RB.
Yeah, I may have mucked up the scoring.
Have you got the 0 of that pattern now in your hand?
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's pretty clear what Nick's going for, isn't it? Right, okay.
Yeah, let's go for that one.
What are the kind of example scoring you? What kind of scores do people usually get? What are we aiming for?
So,
If we
I
played this
think
version
that 13 is a good score,
Oops.
Okay.
but we've only played with this particular scoring twice so far, so it's still incredibly early days.
Okay.
Right. Okay.
Oops, excuse me.
I have 3 left in our hand. We're just multiplying the ones that I have, the matching ones in our hand with the ones we've got on the table.
Yep.
Okay.
I think there should be 5 left. 5 rounds
So,
left.
Yeah, 5 left.
Yeah, 5 rounds left.
okay, I'm placing.
What's Jenna's going for? Because I can't
Go
really
for
let
that
Jenna's
one.
one. You got Jenna.
I've got my eyes on you, what you're doing as well, Nick, I'll be honest.
Let's go. Oh, Chris is going for bubbles, is he? Okay.
Yeah, he's totally going bubbles.
Okay. I have to go for that one. Okay.
See, you seem to think like I have a plan for this.
I mean, the thing is that even if someone's got loads of one thing, have they planned it properly? You kind of need to assume that they have, but who knows?
I have not at all.
I've taken.
I might have misinterpreted the scoring.
Well done, Chris.
Believe in you. You can bring it back.
Yeah.
See, this is all subterfuge. This is his strategy. In fact, he's won pretty much all the games we've played in the last few weeks, so don't listen to him.
Not the last couple of weeks. Don't play.
You won Wingspan last week.
Yeah. I don't know how I did that.
Right, I've taken, by the way, so it's over to you guys, I think.
It's you, Chris.
Oh yeah. It's gonna have to be.
Funnily enough, bubbles. Yeah.
I guess I'll
don't
go
know what I'm
for the
doing.
Wibblies.
Cool. And not as if you've got much of a choice.
No, you're going down the route, aren't you? Okay.
Right. I'm seeing the strategy now. Oh yes, that would be quite good. I don't want to give Jennifer that.
Don't know what you're implying.
I'm watching Chris with his 4 bubbles.
Yeah, that's more troubling than me. I wouldn't worry.
He's got
about
3
me.
bubbles in his hand. That's it. Game over. Okay, reveal.
Sweet.
Oh no. Oh, 4 of those.
Oh.
And if anyone's wondering if anyone's trying to get to that level of counting, there are 8 of each suit.
Okay, that's good to know.
Chris, what would you
Yeah.
No
Not
bubbles
huge.
here.
I've got to take that one to stop.
Oh,
me.
you swine.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thanks, Chris.
I will go for the zigzag, the swirlies.
Yeah.
The suits have official names?
So, I've been thinking about names that work that end in L, but it doesn't quite work. So I was thinking about squiggle, triangle, horizontal. So vertical is the one with lines and dots. Horizontal, it's based on the bottom of the card rather than the size, if you know what I mean.
Mm.
And yeah, bubbles for the ones that are little bubbly.
That one's called Jeff. That one.
I like that. Right. Another go, isn't it?
What am I going to do?
Yeah.
I can't be giving Jinners any of those or Chris any of those. Oh.
I'm not even caring about what you two are doing. Not at this point.
Bear with me while I'm
Take
watching
your
what I'm
time.
doing.
So how long has this been in development then? This one?
Alex?
Alex?
In development,
Or playtesting, I suppose.
I mean, how long when did you start making it, Alex?
I think it was maybe a few weeks, maybe 6 weeks before the end of the contest. So
Okay.
last year, is it summer?
Yeah, so it would have been the start of July. And then when I got it, there was a very different scoring method. There was triangular scoring, which I then simplified. And then Alex and I have had a chat, and then we've had another major twist in the past week. And so I kind of want to get it to what I would call finished, even though no game is really ever finished. You know what I mean? You can always make wee tweaks for the next edition or whatever, even if it sold 100,000 copies. But yeah, trying to get it finished to some degree for August 2022.
Cool.
Cool.
Are we all ready?
Yep. Just look.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Now remind myself what I wanted. I don't hear that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to stop.
Damn it. I
Jimmy.
thought you were going to make a mistake. Choose the wrong card. Right, okay, thanks. Yeah, okay, so it doesn't really matter.
Slow you down
does it?
somehow, Jimmy.
Yeah, alright, you know what you're doing. Cool.
That one.
Alright.
It's getting to the punch time now, isn't it?
Say again?
It's
Oops.
getting to the punch time now.
It is
Yeah,
crunch
it is
time.
getting crunch time,
Yeah.
isn't it? So 4.
I can't. With
Four.
that one, I would score it.
Nick's on 3, not worried about Nick.
Thanks, Jimmy.
That's right. Yeah, I'm just going to play some pro play.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm overthinking this.
Yeah, I think you are, I'll be honest. Focus on what you're doing, Nick, not what on
Yeah, I
what
have to
on
focus on
other
what you're
people are
doing.
doing.
Do something.
I think that's a rabbit hole, I'll be honest.
Okay.
Yeah, go.
Yep. We're getting to the end of our letters, aren't we? The ones we don't want. Go on, Jenners. What are you having? Zoom your score up.
Yeah. Bubbles.
Interesting. Okay, Chris.
Let's go for that one.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's really my plan. Yours should have been lower.
That's really interesting.
I guess I'll go for swirlies.
That's really interesting how that's developed. That because we've just all blocked one another.
Mm.
So this is the last round. You'll be scoring whatever's left in your hand after this. And collect one more time.
Right.
Ah, okay, that
So-
is interesting to
slows
know.
down.
So just to check with the scoring, we times what we've got on a hand with what matches down here, don't we?
Yeah.
Hang on then. That's a good point. Yeah,
I'm really
I'll
looking
definitely
forward
do
to
that.
seeing how the scoring pans out. I've got my wee notebook.
That'd be. I think that's still more points, so there's no point in doing that, so I'm going to do that one. Okay. Oh, that was a tough decision.
That's good
Oh, a
to hear.
tie. So
So you go, Jez, you're lower and.
sweet.
Oh, oh well. So, no matter what I take, I'll take swirlies just because at least I've got 4 of a kind. Not that I'm going to score them.
For bubbles.
Go this way.
Yeah, it did
1, 2,
shows.
3, 4, 5. Nice.
And then we score our hands.
Okay, so that's all I had left. I couldn't do anything else. You guys kept stealing my lines.
Okay. So that's 3 times 3. That's 9.
Yeah.
As far as I remember.
That is correct.
Guinness, you've got. Is that 8? I think total.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
5, 6, 2 plus 1. Chris, what was that?
So that's 2 times 4. I mean, 2 times 2 is 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's 5 and 4, 5 and 4, so that's 9 as well.
9 as well.
Goodness, what were your cards in your hand?
That one. That one.
Okay,
That one.
5, 2, and 1.
5.
Sorry, I thought we matched them up with the suit.
So you got 8, Jonas, I think.
Okay.
Right.
Exactly.
Explain
We've got 2
the,
9s in the month.
explain the scoring for me so I actually know what I'm doing. I was just liking collecting stuff.
So that's multiplying the 1 by the 5. Oh, if I get the right card.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
So the 1 from your hand times 5. That's multiplying by that 1, so that's 1 times 1.
Got you.
And then that's multiplying by these two, so it's 1 times 2.
Right. Okay. I fully get it now.
I'm correct, I think.
That's it. Perfect.
So
Okay,
it's
so
9,
Chris and I
9,
tied.
and 8, and we hadn't quite decided on the tiebreaker, but I would personally be inclined to put it to the bigger suit. I don't know.
That sounds about right, I think. So Chris would win the tie.
Yeah.
It's hard to
Whoever
get
is
by the time.
specialised on them. Yeah, I got you.
Can we play again?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah,
Chris has won
definitely.
another one. Yeah, totally.
Yeah,
I've-
definitely give that another go.
I feel like
Yeah, 'cause
I was
thought-
way too focused on just collecting cards of the same.
Because when I
You're going pure set play.
first started playing, I thought it was purely based on what you had down in front of you.
Yeah,
Thing.
so did I. I didn't think it had much to do with what was in your hand.
And
Yeah.
yet you still won, Chris.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
well
that's because
done,
halfway
Chris.
through I realised, oh no, hang on, it's not that way.
Yeah, you can't give away that card.
That's it's very different from most kind of these style of games. Most style of these sort of games is purely on what you've got at the end down in front of you, isn't it? Which I liked it. I like the way that's.
So if you all just press 9, it should
Yeah.
all just zoom into your hand. Oh, we went.
That.
Yeah, I worked it out.
Ah,
So,
We go.
So what
And
don't
there
I
should be
want?
one left, which is the card to see the markets in the middle.
it's a nice, fun filler game, though.
yeah.
There's mine to throw away. Yeah, it's nice. It's clever bidding. It has that kind of feeling of which is the not Ra, the
Mm.
Eclipse one, where you're bidding with the tokens, and you get a token back to bid again. I like that.
It adds to the strategy of it all. It's fun.
Yeah.
Right, that'll do.
Yeah, I could definitely see this being something you pick up and play while you're waiting for other people to turn
Yeah,
up, which is
yeah.
really good.
Mm.
And
play it
it's
quickly,
really
go
quick.
over.
It's really easy to pick up as well. Yeah, I could definitely see us playing this with like
Mm.
my parents,
Yeah.
who are not, for the most
Not
part,
gamers,
board
yeah.
gamers, which is good.
Yeah, I could certainly see this being played with others who aren't. Yeah, definitely get that, Chris. Right.
Is there only 3 in the middle?
Yeah, someone needs to throw one away still.
Oh, right, yeah, it's probably
There we go.
me. Hang on.
That's James.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I haven't
like
decided
three.
what
Should
I
have-
want to do.
12 left.
Okay.
I mean, what's really drew me to this game, because I think there were about 90 entries to the contest. Sorry,
That's really cool.
19. 19, not 90.
Okay.
I've been told. I had this problem with Kitty Cataclysm where on Board Game Geek TV, I said it's between 5 and the longest game ever was 19 minutes. And then I watched the live stream afterwards where someone was like, 90 minutes? I wouldn't want to play this light filler for 90 minutes. And I'm screaming, no, that's not what I meant at all. I meant 1919. And why did I even say that? In future, I'll just say about 12 or less than 20.
I suffer from that all the time, so don't
Yeah,
worry too
yeah.
much about it. Yeah, it's funny. It's all good.
Right.
Right, what
I'm
we
gonna start
doing?
with?
Who's going for what?
I'm going for that.
All right.
I'm just going to grab a drink. Back in a sec.
Yeah,
Sure.
go for it. Okay. Not playing my best
Check
card yet.
Discord.
Yeah, I suspect we haven't got much chat on Discord.
Nothing on Discord, but it's
No.
there.
We don't really push it,
Eventually.
unfortunately, do we?
Everyone watching, check the Discord.
Yeah, let's have a look, see who's watching. Yeah, give Nick something to do. He enjoys having something to do. So we've got a couple of people on Facebook and on YouTube. I can't see what's happening on Twitch, but don't know if
Right.
that's still working. But anyway, right.
Let's go.
Oh, the Twitch is still.
Oh yeah.
Still an issue? Yeah, I'll look it up. I'll find out what that error code
Ugh.
is.
This stuff
It's annoying.
happens.
It does indeed. Right. Hang on. Oh yeah, it was your go.
Yeah,
Right.
you're
yeah.
last.
Yeah, just.
We all bid low.
Yeah. Oops.
Oops.
Which one was that? Oh, it was you.
And of course, in this game, low is actually very good. It means you go early.
It
Hmm.
is. Right.
Everyone's got a strong opinion.
I think I'll go for that one.
It's really interesting to see how people's strategy differs from what I've been doing, because there's definitely a sort of groupthink that sometimes emerges, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, you play to the table, don't you? Not to the game necessarily.
Ready?
Hmm.
Ready?
Yep. Hey, Jonas.
Cool. I know what
You're
I
up.
want. Yeah, it's fine.
Go for the bubbles.
No, I'm not.
Is it me next, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think I'll go for a straight line.
Good choice.
Or a straight line.
Line it up. Okay.
Okay, next up.
All your
Uh,
lines in a row. Okay, I see someone might have some good times coming up.
Okay, guys.
3, 2, 1, go.
Jonas,
Yes.
going for the bubbles.
No, not at all. Don't know what you're talking about, Nick.
You're just getting rid of the chaff, aren't you?
Yeah,
That's
just
I
getting
knew
rid of
it,
the
I knew
rubbish
it.
cards I don't want.
I've played trick takers with you before. I know you're bluffing.
Yeah, you can talk. You're the best, best of the come. Right.
Nor the person behind the curtain.
That's right. Don't look here. Nothing to see.
Yeah, exactly. Throwing shade on me. That's your strategy.
I'm watching Chris because he's the quiet, silent type.
Yeah, exactly.
Jumps in at the end.
He's the one that won the last game.
Oh, how did I win? I don't know. He's
Okay.
the mastermind.
See, when I go into
Oops.
board games with a plan, that's when it all goes wrong.
Yeah, just play randomly and then you win. It's great.
Yeah.
Chris, I think you're first.
Yeah.
Lines, maybe? Oh,
Go
going,
for squiggles.
going dots.
I will keep going on my triangles.
Oh.
Hmm.
Well, I definitely don't want to leave that in the game next time. So, well, or the other one actually. Ah, damn it! Didn't see what Nick had. There was a camera covering your cards. Right.
Chris is going for lines, is he, as well?
So one person has got 4 triangles, one person
Agonizing
has got 2 and 2, and one person has gone a wee bit more scattershot. Maybe
Are you talking about me? I've got a strategy, thank you. You can't see my cards.
You
Well,
don't want to play your
might,
hand.
actually, I don't know.
He might be able to if he's watching the.
Yeah,
if
okay.
he's watching the stream. It's
Yeah.
Okay. Ready?
Ready? It's me.
Let's
Isn't
see
it?
what we're doing. I'll keep going on my triangles then.
I say I've got a strategy, I haven't really. Oops. This is going to be pure
I mean,
luck.
you've
Okay.
for sure there can be a little bit of wanting to seed the market for your next turn,
Yeah.
but sometimes you're just lucky and the right things come up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Some-
relying on those other players is
Which
also-
ones?
How many players does this play? Is it 5?
4.
4. Okay.
Sadly, with only 48 cards in the deck, there's not quite enough to take it up to there.
Yeah.
Trying to get to 2-player variant, but it's really just a variant with a game,
It's
I
tough
think.
with a bidding game, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess you could play if you had 2 decks. You could play it up with up to 8 players.
I guess, yeah, well, that's an idea. I should probably test that.
That happens.
Let's see what
That
Nick's
would
got
be-
here.
You'd have to have another tiebreak for
1,
identical cards, I
2,
suppose.
3, 4,
Yeah.
5
Um,
on Nick.
I guess maybe the person who has the least of that particular of a type of suit, maybe, as the tiebreak. In a-
Yeah, you could have some tiebreaker in some way.
It's your go, Chris, by the way. You won.
oh, sorry.
Yeah, rock, paper, scissors. Yeah.
Yes. Rock, paper, scissors, yeah. 3-person rock, paper, scissors. I mean, what could go wrong?
From the 50th round.
Sorry.
Yeah, got it.
It's 3 more rounds to go.
Oh, there's a lot of lines out there. Mm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So, where you go?
Yeah, don't count how many I've got. That.
Yeah.
You'll
Right.
give Jinners ideas.
Let's do this.
6 triangles, so if there's 2 triangles in the hand, that's already 12 points.
Wow.
Wow.
If only.
Yeah. Okay, Nick.
I've run out of decent cards to bid with, so I can't. I mean, I've got brilliant cards in my hand. Oh yeah, I'm saving them. Okay, Chris.
Yeah,
Yes,
this
let's
game
know.
does make me run through the alphabet more often.
Yeah.
Oh, what am I doing?
Okay. 2 rounds left. Space of Jinners. There we go. Okay.
Yeah. Go on.
I want to keep an eye on what people are grabbing here. Chris, you again.
Oh,
God, I'm last again.
probably didn't want to do that. Okay, go for that.
Have you spent one of the cards you wanted to score with?
Yeah, probably.
Oh,
Oh well.
dearie, dearie, Chris.
Oh, whoops.
Okay.
Check you're not giving away the best card as well.
Yes.
So this is the last round, yeah?
Hey, reveal. Chris again. They've already good cards as last, Chris.
Oh,
Mm.
that.
It's not the best.
Don't put it in yet.
Not
Oh,
helpful.
sorry. Yes.
Not helpful. Just take a squiggle. Doesn't matter.
So that one, very nice.
Interesting.
Expecting a big
Right.
score.
Very interesting. I like it. I'm not necessarily. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Someone's happy.
15. Woohoo!
Oh, nice.
12. That's a decent score.
Wowzers!
And
15
15
as well.
15 as well, Chris. Oh, you've
I think.
drawn again.
I think,
I believe-
um,
I
think
got
actually
One,
Nick's
two,
got it.
3, 4, 5.
I've got 6. So
Yeah, Nick's got it.
That's tie break.
Rubbish.
What have you got, Jinners?
Unless Jinners is
No, I haven't done
He's got
anything.
12,
Yeah.
which is still
So
very respectable.
still
Yeah,
high
it's
scoring.
okay.
It's got a high scoring round though.
I was
Yeah.
suddenly high scoring, yeah.
I messed up with that the last round. I didn't get a scoring card, so it really didn't help me.
So that was 3 times 4 equals 12.
Hmm.
12 to 15.
I was trying to ponder this in my mind, and I think that with the current setup, 15 might be the maximum you can possibly get. I'm not sure which requires you to get either 5 or 6 of one.
Yeah.
Either do 5 times 3 or 6 times 2 plus 3 times 1. which I'm really impressed that 2 people managed to do it in one turn.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
How did that feel to everyone?
That felt good to me, but then I won it.
It didn't feel too good for me, I'll be honest. Like, no.
When you're making progress. You got a higher score than last time.
Yeah, alright. Gosh. We'll have a little chat at the end, I reckon. But I really enjoyed it. I actually knew what I was doing a bit better last time. I just fluffed that last round on the luck of the cards. Personally, I liked it.
Who had that card there? The IU.
I threw that in.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you had already had
Exactly.
3 of the bubbles, it wouldn't have made a difference.
Yeah, if I had something else that could have scored me the squiggles, then it would have helped. Yeah.
Cool.
I want to. Should I ask just a couple of questions?
We'll save them till just after. Should we move on to the next game now? And then
Sure.
we'll keep your questions,
Alex, do you
and
want
then
to
we'll
set
bring
up?
we'll bring us all up on screen at the end, and then we'll have a chat.
So the next one, whilst Alex is setting up, because it requires putting out, making a 5x5 grid, and for this game you might normally get 2 teams. One team is the seeker, and one team is the hider. Normally you'll have, if you have multiple hiders on the team, then they need to be able to chat secretly. So what I would suggest is to make it 2 versus 1, have 2 seekers and 1 hider. Whoever is feeling, I want to hide and do that bit. Hider is on a secret bits of paper, just draw a 5x5 grid, move around, and you're making words. Each card that you use whilst making your words, you kind of tick it off. You're trying to use every card in the grid, if that makes sense. And once you've managed to do that, you win the game. For the other people, the seekers, you're trying to find the hider. It's not like most hidden movement games where you get, okay, there's a bit more information, there's a bit more information, there's a bit more information. Every turn is going to be almost like a separate puzzle, if you know what I mean. And so every turn it makes sense for the seekers to have a wee bit of a chatter, think, okay, based on where the hider might have been and based on the clue that we've gotten, okay, these might be the end cards, we don't know, let's pick one of these 2, and then you bring it down to 2 or 3 or whatever. If the seekers find the hider 3 times, then they win. And so those are the 2 sides of the winning condition.
Okay.
Does anyone have a preference for which side to play on?
I don't know.
Right.
I don't mind being the hider for first time round. I'll need to get a pencil or something. Bear with me a sec, because my pen has just run out on me.
This one's a wee bit of a longer game, so this one I expect to only play through the 1 time.
Okay.
And this one actually uses the letters to make words with. Fancy that.
Brilliant.
Just trying to fix this error 1000 code. I was also listening, I'll be honest, but we'll see. It does say... Yeah, go on, sorry.
Oh, no, I'll let you see your bit.
I was just saying, if anyone is still having trouble with Twitch, it's meant to be related to cookies. So please do reset your browser history and it should work fine. But I'm just testing it now.
I'll give it a go here as well.
Okay. So I need a 5x5 grid on a...
Yeah, draw like a 5x5 grid. It might also potentially be helpful for one of the seekers to do this as well, but you don't have to. I would advise it just for your own note-taking to say, okay, well, we know that the hider started from here, and this is an idea of where the hider might have gone, or...
Okay, I'm not going to be able to fix that, unfortunately, so... Right.
That's a name error.
Alex, do you want to explain this game? So this is a game invented by Alex, and Xates again helped a lot with this, with a lot of playtesting, and it's not changed much at all since it was originally submitted.
Okay. So every round, the hider will make a word differently. So each word, each letter in the word has to be on an adjacent card.
I'm sorry, you're cutting out a bit there.
Each letter in the word needs to be on an adjacent card to the previous letter in the word. So if you had used the NB for a B and you wanted to make bear, you could go B from the NB, A from the AW, R from the RH, and then E from the EM to make bear, if that makes sense.
Sorry, you're gonna have to run that by me again.
Sure. So you've got to select some cards from the grid that make a word. So each letter in the word each next letter has to be on an adjacent card. Okay. So let's say you're just gonna let's say start here. I'm gonna start on a W. So my word can start with A or W.
Mm-hmm.
And I could use any user letter. I don't think it's limited. I'm going to choose a 3-letter word. Okay. My word starts with W. The next is on an adjacent card, which is I, and then the third is the secret word is for that round.
Mm-hmm.
And then you say how long your word is to the seekers.
Mm-hmm.
So you say, I've made a 3-letter word, and then the seekers will get some more information from you. So you have to choose to ask for the first letter in your word, or they can ask if which suit your last letter was, and I think or the number.
Okay.
So
first letter.
So I would just say in that example, I would say I've got a 3-letter word.
Yeah.
And then they would. Okay.
And then if they ask the suit, would say triangles, or if they ask you for the number, you'd say 3. Mm-hmm. So they and then they have to guess where you are. So your location is the last letter in your word. So you would currently be here.
Mm-hmm.
And if they guess there, then they flip the card over, and that's their guess, and you've been caught.
Okay.
And you get 3 lives to get around the whole grid, and with that particular word, you will have you mark that off on your piece of paper.
Mm-hmm.
The cards don't actually get flipped, but those are the cards
on your paper they do. Okay.
Yeah.
Is adjacent?
You are allowed to use cards that you've already used before in previous turns, but you're not allowed to use the same card twice in one single turn.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Adjacent is orthogonal, or can it be diagonal as well?
It can be diagonal as well.
Okay.
And it's only physically adjacent. So, for example, I couldn't wrap around to there if I started on
You
two.
can't wrap around. Yeah. So the seekers get a bit more information. They get to chat and talk about what words you might have chosen and where. They would choose one in the grid. If that's wrong, you would then say you're 2 cards away from my location.
Okay.
Okay.
And then we keep going until either you've completely travelled through each letter, each card in the grid, or you're caught 3 times.
Okay.
And I think for your start, that one card is always flipped at the start, I think. And then you get to start your first word from an adjacent card to there.
And
Sorry.
do the letters have to be in sequentially adjacent? Or
You have to spell it out as you go, as you travel.
you'd have to do kind of like that. You can't jump around and then back in and back the other way.
No, each next letter in the word has to be diagonal. Oh no, sorry, adjacent.
Yeah.
And you can't use the same letter.
You can't go back in
multiple
yourself.
times. Yeah.
And you can't double back in the words.
Okay.
Have I ever said I'm terrible at word games?
It's not a word game. It's a deduction game. So
Okay, all right.
And
Well,
it's good
but
that you're
you're
not the
the
solo player, because
Yeah, true.
interestingly, for
Thank
the person on their own, it's more about making the words. For the other people,
Yeah.
it's more about
I got you. Yeah.
thinking about
It's
the
more
words, but
deduction.
also pondering what the other person might have done.
Okay.
Okay. So I can choose anyone. Is that card flipped for a reason or? Sorry.
that marks your start location. So you start off with a word that the first letter is adjacent to that card,
Okay. I got it. Okay.
and every round one card will be flipped from the previous game. So it's slightly limited to your options.
I'm guessing make the longest word you can, Chris, and try and get around the board quickly.
Yeah.
So Nick, we're working together, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're trying to catch Chris.
All right.
Someone's going down.
Feeling the tension, Chris.
Someone's going down.
You're going to get a little bit of smoke for that. Make it a little bit more thematical. A little bit more
Smoke's machine
tense. Yeah.
Love it.
Okay. I've got a 4-letter word.
Okay.
So Nick, identifying the first and end letters would. Wow.
The first letter's
No,
probably
it's
not
only
that
the
useful.
first letter that you get. So the
Okay.
optional clues are either first letter, or number of the final card, or suit
Okay.
of the final card.
What do you reckon?
It's a 4-letter. Should we just go for the first letter? and see
Yeah,
how we
let's
do?
get the first letter first and then try and deduct it a little bit.
Okay, Chris, what's the first letter of your word?
The first letter is an E.
E. So it's going to be that card there.
Yeah. Or there's 2 down at the bottom here.
Well, it has
How
to be
d-
adjacent.
how
card
do you-
card.
Ah, right. Okay, got you. Yeah, so. Right.
So he could, from there, we've got diagonals as well. 4 letters.
How do you mark cards, by the way?
Tab.
Tab.
Tab will do a little arrow.
Cool. All right. Yeah.
So I can see a 4-letter. So I've got EATS, EATS. That's a 4-letter.
Yeah, I'm looking.
And ENDS, ENDS.
Yeah.
Trying to see
Yeah,
poker
they
face.
look like the 2 options, really.
Although you could also do ENDS that way as well.
Okay, so we've got 3 options, basically, haven't we?
Same word, but it's another way.
So it would be good to remove one of those 2.
You only need to know the final space that Chris is on.
Right. Okay.
I reckon it's that one.
Yeah,
Actually.
that feels.
And by Chris's face, I'm wondering. I'm trying to psych him out.
So if you're ready to guess, then you can flip it over. Say we think it's there,
We think it's there. Yeah.
and then this card flips back over.
Yeah, you got me.
Yeah.
Ooh!
1 life down.
I'm life down. Love it.
I was thinking that it might be the SG, because you might have gone eats the other way.
Yeah.
It's
I was
clever.
thinking
This
I
is
thought you were heading east.
this is a very simple yet clever idea.
Hmm.
I get it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you've got 2 lives left. Don't worry. There's loads of time.
No, make him worry, and then he makes mistakes.
Yeah,
Put stress on him.
I have a
Panic,
terrible
panic.
poker face. As
So
established.
when you lose a life, you have to start your next word on an adjacent card.
Is that orthogony, Jason?
Uh,
Or
no.
diagonal?
And any adjacency, diagonal or orthogonal.
Okay.
If you hadn't been caught, you would have to start your word on the same card as you finish one.
Oh yeah. Okay.
But I don't cross off. If I got caught, I don't cross off the ones that
You
I.
do still cross off the ones that you used.
You've still visited those.
Okay.
Look where his virtual hand is.
Yeah, I'm keeping it well away from the
Yeah,
card.
right.
The interesting thing about this is that when you play in real life, I
Yeah.
used to have a little book that I'd put so that my
you
opponents
didn't
couldn't see my eyes and I'd be looking round. And
Oh, that's clever.
but of course, online you don't have that issue.
I assume you can't use both letters on a single card.
No,
It's just one letter from a card. Yeah.
correct.
I'm gonna go for a 4-letter word again.
There's a lot of potential ones here.
Yeah.
You go in literally any direction.
This is where I wish the Zoom screen would freeze.
So I've found TALE.
You get some more information, I think.
Yeah, you get to
Yeah,
ask
we're,
a question.
I'm trying to work out what he's going to what to ask though. What's the best
Mm.
decider?
Have you tried playing it where one of the potential questions could be like a word association, a bit like code name?
Yeah.
Try
Or
that.
did that
That-
miserably?
That was in my original design submission.
Yeah.
But giving the players enough of a guidance as what's an appropriate word association.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's just such a loose word. rule.
that's true. Yeah. It's a bit
Doing
too
a
much
word
open.
association when you want to help the other person and you say, okay, this is what you're not allowed to do.
Yes.
Okay, that
Oh.
makes sense. But when it's like, okay, a word
When it's
association
adversarial.
and it's antagonistic,
adversarial,
and then it's
yeah.
like, well, I'm just going to give the vaguest thing I can possibly do.
It's a
That's
noun.
true.
Yep. It's definitely a noun.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't think of that.
I really like it as a rule because it brings more of the word gaminess back into it.
Mm. But trying to regulate that would be yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, creates more problems than it provides, unfortunately.
So, Jinners, what do you think? Should we go for suit? Last letter suit? Change? Yeah. Hey, Chris.
To bring back up the game on the stream, by the way. You've still got the flashcards on the stream.
Even real. Oh, wait. There we go.
Now you'll be able to describe the
Apologies.
suit.
I accidentally pressed the wrong button.
And get them,
It's a practice game.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Practice stream. We'll have you back in a couple of weeks, you guys.
Okay, so it was last letter suit you wanted, wasn't it?
Yes.
So it's lines and dots.
The lines and dots.
Lines and dots.
So I got that one,
Okay.
that one, and that one, and that one. So
And it's
four
a
of them on the
four-letter
board.
word. Can you see any words that end on that, on any of those?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Start with this one. We've got E and L.
Yeah, let's
Five,
work backwards.
6.
That's smart. It's not going to be L for... Oh, it could be, couldn't it?
I reckon it'll end in E. I think E's going to be an easy one to end on.
I mean, I've got a strong opinion, but I'm not going to say anything.
Phone a friend.
Okay, I've found LAWS. The laws ends on that one.
Yeah.
So it was 4 letters, your word, Chris.
Yes.
Is he smiling? No, he's not showing any sort of emotion.
He's always
Listen now.
Yeah.
SLAT, slap. Oh, no,
Chris, are you happy in life? Are you smiling?
My brain's hurting. I'll be honest, my brain is swelling at this point. I can't see any other words, Nick. I'll go with what you're saying. So laws, you're saying, yeah?
LAWS. I'm just having a look at the top half. There's 2 cards at the top
Yeah,
half.
there's a lot of dots and lines going on here. He could be backtracking on himself, but there's some cards he cannot use from the last round.
No, you can use any of them.
Oh, can he use any of them? Can he?
You just can't use the same one twice in one.
In one word. Okay.
That is correct, Nick.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
The only one you cannot use, obviously, is the one that's flipped upside down.
Got you. All right.
There's no vowels there, which makes it really hard to get around this bit.
Yeah.
Not there.
The nice thing about 4 and 5 letter words is that you might be able to think of one where other people notice a different one, whereas if you say, okay, it's a 6 letter word, then quite often there might only be one of those that...
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it gets you around quicker, but it's more obvious.
Yeah, it's a pushing your risk, isn't it?
Mm.
I'm really
gonna
not
have to go
seeing
with laws.
anything else.
Yeah. Can't find anything else, I think.
Yeah, laws. So we
So, but we
reckon
ended on
this
that.
one.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Wait, you got found again, Chris?
Yeah, but you went for a different word.
Oh really? What was your word?
Well, he can't tell us because.
I can't say
Right.
yet.
Okay. All right.
But I want to know now, so we can mark them off.
So, can I go back over a word I've passed through?
Yes.
Okay.
So, Brock, every new round, the places you've been to don't count. They don't make a difference. I mean,
you still want to visit new places to win the game.
You want to... the optimal option is obviously to only visit each card once at a time, but... yeah, because otherwise I would have painted myself into a corner with that clue.
Indeed. Okay. Over to Kristen.
So this is where it is this one quite slow. 2 people need to take their time and have a wee bit of a ponder. And if you aren't a fan of AP, if you're not a fan of waiting for the other person to take their turn, then this is not the game for you. It's almost completely the opposite of the other one.
Yeah.
I know that Chris is someone that I've been hiring to work with me like 1 day a week for just over a year now. And we did a lot of testing of these games together, and we had a big discussion. And Chris was saying it was like Bidabel was almost like one of the simpler games that you could do with this deck.
Yeah.
And this is almost like the final boss, something where, okay, it's a really brain-burny thing, take your time.
Yeah, it's almost chess-like.
There's
Because you have to think about where you're going to end up and where you might be able to move next. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm going to go with a 4-letter word.
Mhm.
all right. Okay.
So it's
Gone
not
so
really
well
three
for you
cards,
thus far.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm being mean.
I'm sure Chris is thinking of lots of 4-letter words.
I see hats. H-A-T-S.
Well, I've got H-E-L-L. But I,
Hell, okay. All right, I
But
see.
I don't.
So, but it might be something completely different. So, it's like he's trying to get as far away from us as possible with his 4-letter words.
He's also trying to cover as much of the board as possible.
Yeah.
So what should we ask then? We could go for the number, I suppose, just to make it. Try it out.
Yeah, just try it out.
The
go
number
on.
of the last. Is that right? The number of the last letter. Okay, Chris. What's the number of the last letter word?
It's number 3.
Okay. Yeah. I don't think you can't get up to that one.
Yeah, he can't get to that.
Oh, we could actually. It's
Yeah.
diagonal.
5.
Yeah, but that's not a word. So,
I haven't looked. So
A-T-S-G-A-B-B-G. No, it's this one. It's gone hats. No, I don't know.
good. Where we have.
I can't see any other words to any of the other threes on the table. Unless you spot something and I don't.
I'm just looking now.
H-A-T-A.
Yeah, hats is a pretty good one.
T-T, no. T-E-O, no.
No.
I think it could be. I'm just going to say this out there
Yeah.
because I said I wasn't playing, but I think it. Wait, Alex, should I shut up?
Are you playing or not?
I'm not really playing, but that's the thing. It draws you in.
Yeah.
Just when I thought I was out, it draws you in.
Yeah. It's like I want to give a commentary, but I can't. So I put, What?
Table talk is always encouraged.
yeah.
My favourite part of the game is saying, no, it's not there.
Yeah.
Oh, no, not there.
You
I mean,
see, if you
all I
see
want
me
to
ever
say
play
is
any
that
game
it could be any of the threes on the second row from the bottom or the one above, because it could be east, or it could be hare, H-A-R-E.
Now you've just... You've weakened my resolve on
So,
what I thought it was.
What would Chris do? That's the question.
Yeah, I reckon he'd go hats.
I reckon Chris is about the hats.
We were
I-
talking
I-
about hats earlier, so it might have been a subconscious prompt for
I'm
him.
thinking what he's trying to cover on the board.
The thing is, if I try
Mind
to deceive
games,
them,
yeah.
it will go horribly wrong because they've seen me try to play deception type games, and it doesn't end well.
Let's go with hats, shall we?
And
Yeah,
yet
go on,
he
because
chose
I
to
haven't
be the
planned
high
it.
driver.
here.
Oh damn it!
Told you.
But I went a different route.
What way did you
Again.
go then?
I went eats. E-A-T-S.
EATS, that was my other option.
Ah, okay.
I had that in my head.
All right.
Yeah.
And then
It was subliminal for me with the
dead
hats.
now. I am dead now, aren't I?
Yes, you are.
Life.
The other one was I went rats.
Ah, yeah.
Yes.
Rats eats.
Yeah.
What's the first one?
Eats again.
Eats. We got that right.
I haven't had lunch yet.
Brilliant.
There
All
we
right.
are.
So I'm going to stop us there, by the way, guys, because we're coming up to an hour and a half now. So what
Yeah.
we're going to do, we're going to flip out so we're all on screen. We're going to talk a little bit about the game, what we enjoyed, and just give a little bit of feedback on what we thought. How does that sound?
Cool. That's good.
Sounds great.
Sounds good.
Cool. Okay, bear with me 1 second. I'll just make sure I get you all in screen.
That was really frustrating because every time I was going a different route and you still got me. It's like, damn
that.
you.
But
Magic
did you
Leap,
feel like you had a chance to win, Chris?
Good face.
I think
Playing.
I would have had problems up at the top of the row there because there's not many. There's a lot of consonants up there, but that's just the way the cards come out. You could possibly have like a high score. When you play it with multiple people, if each person takes turns, I managed to cross off these many cards, and then as a way of comparing if everybody lost when they were the hider.
Yeah.
But I'd be curious to see how easy or hard have you found it to be as the hider in other versions, in other plays of it.
I mean, personally, when I've been playing it, I find it much easier as the hider. But that's me. I find it... I was actually quite astonished because this is the first time I've seen it that someone got found 3 times in a row. But
Really?
I think
Okay,
that's
that's
Alex has
interesting.
played it a bit more than me.
Yeah, I've lost. I've lost this game within 3 or 4 turns before, and it was still. So my I think we've discussed this before, but like the suggested full game, as it were, would be to have 2 teams and then you swap over.
Yeah,
So-
definitely.
Because it's such an asymmetric game
Yeah.
that the win to lose ratio for each team is just so hard to not only consider overall, but also between play groups. It's a really
I think
quite
getting
heavy-
people to play both sides is definitely, they get the full experience of the game.
Yeah. But it's because it's quite a quick game. Then that's a good thing for this stuff, because you can then switch over and go, "Oh, we're going to hide this."
Yeah.
Which is definitely good.
So, quickly, going around, starting with Chris. Which game did you prefer and what did you enjoy most about it?
Oh, that's
Put
quite
you on the
hard one,
spot.
because they're so different. They are so radically different from one another. I think if it was Monday Night Gaming and I'd got down there early and we were just waiting around for people to turn up, then definitely Biddle. If it was midnight and everybody settled down, we had a group going, then probably this game. They're both very, very good. I couldn't pick between them
Okay,
because they're so
Good
radically
answer.
different.
there we go, guys. You that's great. I really enjoyed that. I was all for Bidabel. Yeah, that was good. I like the design of the cards. I like those designs, like the borders. I don't know what it is, but it was enjoyable trying to collect them, trying to collect the suits. I know I completely fluffed up both my games, but that didn't matter. I enjoyed what I was doing. So yeah, I could certainly see it as a filler game. Yeah, and as you say, Chris, turn up at a game club. All right, waiting for people. Let's give it a go. Definitely.
Yeah.
Nick, over to you. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I really like both of them. As Chris said, they are very different styles of game. I think from a a deck usage point of view, I prefer Invisible because it's a word game, and I like the fact that it uses the list to make the words. But Bidabel is a really fun little bidding game. I think it's a very clever little design. But I think the cleverness of Invisible, I think, would just about tip it for me on that one. Although I would want to try playing as the hidden person to see what it's like.
I'd be up for switching and try and get around.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
I'd be interested to know, because you touched upon a really astute point, Nick, which is that even though Bidabel, personally, I slightly prefer it as a design. I'm just going to expose my own biases. And I didn't invent either of these, but I feel like Invisible, it does use the deck more naturally, if you know what I mean. And that I wanted to ask specifically about the resolving of bids, because that's what the letters are used for. I wanted to ask, did that feel awkward, or was it quite easy? How awkward did that feel?
It felt fine to me. I mean, you're using letters as numbers. You could equally just have a deck with numbers 1 to 26, and it would effectively operate the same way. But it worked fine. It's using the letters,
It's the same. I mean, like Nick said, you're effectively using letters as numbers. Actually, I've just thought, we were talking about trying to work out a tie break. What if you use the total numbers on your largest suit? So whichever your largest suit is, use the total of those numbers. You add up the numbers at the bottom of the cards.
Yeah,
and
as
then
a final
gives you
tiebreak.
a tiebreak number.
Higher would be better.
Yeah, so using those rarer cards as scoring cards makes them more valuable.
No,
the rare ones have lower numbers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. No, so
Just, I wanted to jump in on the bidding using the letters. I thought there was actually a lot of depth to the strategy in which the timing in which you played the cards, and I thought that added a new level. Like, you could be playing quite superficially on when you play your cards, but there was that deep strategy to it of when you play, watching what other people's cards were being held or collected, and timing when you put your cards in that you wanted to win back. And that's to me what made it really fun. Bez, you said you had some more questions, or you were making some questions.
One thing I wanted to ask you all also was, how did that final scoring system feel? I mean, I know, Andrew, you were a little bit confused
the first game,
time around.
Simply probably because I'm doing much more here than just listening to the rules. So that's my first caveat. The second time was fine. I fluffed up my last round because if I'd got a scoring card, that would have made a whole lot of difference to me. But again, I messed up my order of play, which resulted in me not getting a card that I needed. So that was just the game. That I got it by the second play. I knew the end game scoring by the second play.
It's quick enough. You could play it after 2 games. You'd be fine. You just go away. Quite happy.
How does it feel that going 15 is the maximum that you can score, and you have scored the maximum, now it needs to go to tiebreak? How did that feel? Nick,
I think it's highly unusual that anyone's going to score 15. I think, Nick, that was good play.
I think Chris and I managed to do that in the same game. Was unexpected. I mean, I think it's fine getting to 15. I think you need some kind of tiebreak in there for that situation, but the chances of more than 2 people getting that are obviously very, very slim. So I think just a simple tiebreak, and then if it's still tied, share the victory. Just play again.
I'd be curious with playtesting how often ties come up.
That happened twice then in our games there, our
Yeah.
two games.
Yeah, 2 out of 2. So with this scoring system, a very low number of games have been played, but so far it's been 3 out of 4.
I mean, is there?
Okay.
Could you do something kind of like in Coloretto where you lose points for the suits you haven't scored?
Yeah,
That's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
that would
then
be very interesting.
that changes the game completely.
Just lose a point for each card that's not
Yeah.
used in scoring.
Well, not
Yeah.
completely. You know what I mean. Add something else to it.
I don't know how that would work, but I do like that in Coloretto. That
Maybe your luck that whichever suit you've got the least of takes away points or something.
But that still wouldn't have stopped your ties, and it certainly wouldn't have stopped one of my ties last night. Because I think
Right.
if you've done quite well, you are going to be using everything in front of you in your collection.
Yes.
That's true as well.
But it's the other question that I wanted to ask, going back to Invisible, for Nick and Andrew. I've already asked Chris if you felt like you had a chance. Nick and Andrew, did you feel like, okay, it's a sure thing we're going to catch Chris, or how?
No, I think that was luck. To be honest.
I would like to see it played with a bigger group. I think it's that table talk that really defines that one. And if you had a couple of pints each, then it would have been hilarious.
Yeah.
Everyone arguing stupid words that he's definitely gone for that because we were talking about hats earlier, and it's completely something different. It definitely wasn't in the bag though. Yeah, and we were completely off point. So it was good.
We guessed the wrong words twice, and yet just happened to end up in the same end space.
Yeah, I think it could actually be interesting to have one person as the hider, and everybody else as the team, because at some point you get so many people in a team that it actually becomes counterproductive. The IQ of the group drops inverse to the number of people that are in the group.
I'm going to throw something out there, and this is off. I'm thinking off my cuff here, but is there any way to actually introduce a third team to this? So, like, I'm thinking in Werewolf, you have the Tanner. So, someone who is like adding a level of subterfuge to this to deceive the team. That's all I've got at the moment. This isn't a team.
Trying to throw everyone off.
This isn't a well-structured, thought-out idea, but
I do like the idea. But yeah.
Like someone throwing out false clues in some way to deceive the team and give Chris a bit more of a chance.
But they'd have to know what Chris had gone for to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to have a bit like in Werewolf, where everybody closes their eyes apart from the two traitors who then silently communicate.
It's an interesting little extra, though. That's always the fun bit, closing your eyes and.
You just want a game where you just want to play Nexophobia, basically.
Anyway,
it's good to hear that they were both enjoyed, and it sounds like both of them are games that you would play again for pleasure.
Definitely.
Absolutely,
Yeah, definitely.
Alex, do you have any questions at this point? I mean, what I would ask in the absence of is, generally, do you have any guidance? What would you do other than, what do you think would make these games a wee bit better, take it to the next step? What do you think was lacking? I mean, I know obviously, Nick, you've got lots of design work to your name, but yeah, Andrew and Chris, I'd love to hear from you as well. Just throw in any crazy ideas.
I do think if Bidabel could play more than 4 in some way, that would be nice.
Yeah.
So I think it's a very good group game. and it's quick enough. I think if there's some way to do that, that's worth looking at.
Yeah, I think.
Chris, sorry to interject.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
go on.
How did you? How many of the cards did you reach in the end? Did you take a note of that?
I did 12 cards, but one of those I backtracked over again.
So 11 unique cards.
11 unique cards.
11 out of the 25. Okay.
With Bidabel, to increase the player count, couldn't you just double the deck?
Yeah, I think Nick mentioned that earlier, and it's definitely something that I'll have to ponder a wee bit more. It seems perfectly reasonable, and the other thing is then that would also increase the maximum scoring.
Exactly, and that's what's fun. That's what would add, to me, collecting more of those cards and increasing my score.
I think in a game like For Sale, which kind of mirrors this, I think there's 30 cards for each set.
Yes.
And that, I think that plays up to 6.
Yeah, it's something.
It's been a long time since we've met up in person and played For Sale. But yeah,
I think it could work as a shorter game, maybe with a couple of different scoring cards at the end. And we actually took out a suit for the big set. So it's something we could definitely play test to maybe bring up to 5. Maybe it might lose its kind of strategic edge. Have that play with a single mechanism.
Okay, well, we're coming up to 1 hour and 45 minutes. Almost. So I'm going to say we're going to wrap it up there for the evening.
Thank you very much for having us.
You're absolutely welcome, and you can come back anytime. I know we've got plans to actually do the print and play, so we're going to get that printed out, and it'll be a slightly different setup. You'll see it when you come take part. But yeah, definitely we'd like to have you both back. That would be cool.
Great.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
so
definitely.
Everyone say goodbye, and then I'll do the POV close up, and then we'll stick around, don't go anywhere, and then we'll have a little bit of a chat afterwards.
Do we do a bye-bye song?
You can do a bye-bye song if you want, Bez. Go on.
Bye, 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 bye. This is a goodbye song. Bye, 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 bye. Thank you for playing along. Bye,
Brilliant.
bye, bye, bye. This is the end of the show. Bye, bye. Bye bye, and soon it's time to go. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Okay. No one can hear you guys now, by the way. I've muted you. There we go. That was enough bye-bye song for my taste. No, it was great. Thank you very much for that. You've got musical talent. Right, for everyone else who's watched it at home, thank you so much for tuning in, and apologies for the problems on Twitch. I think I've solved the problem, so I will give you a little bit of an update. It seems we were streaming at too high a bit rate, and Twitch seems to throttle it, unfortunately. So I will sort that out for next time, and I hope you managed to catch it on YouTube or DLive. It will still appear on Twitch probably tomorrow, but yeah, unfortunately it didn't go out live, so sorry for that. Yeah, what can I say? That was really enjoyable. We loved it. We loved having anyone on. And if you're a designer out there and you'd like to come on and show us your games, then do. We would love that. This channel is kindly brought to you by our patrons. If you check it out below, www.patreon.com/ingameuk, or Ko-fi as well. If you don't like subscription models, throw us a few pennies, and it keeps the singing and dancing here and the lights on in the background. So yeah, we really do appreciate all the support that we're given by the community to do what we do. And on that, it's been awesome. Have a great weekend, everyone. Take care until we see you next time. Bye bye. Bye.